Good evening, everyone. How are you? So, I know today has been a really hard day for everybody to digest. It's been a hard day for me to digest. And I think we're all kind of sitting within ourselves, kind of trying to figure out where are we? Where are we going? I know I've been extremely emotional today, as I'm sure many of you have been emotional today too. Where do we channel that? Um, it's up to us how and where we channel that energy. And it goes back to how we want to restart our 2021. And before I get into a whole lot of some opinions that I have, I want to share what happened for me today. Excuse me. When I started feeling really low today, I looked within. I pull cards for myself every day. And as I was shuffling, a card fell out. And any of you that do this for yourself, you know that if one falls out, then that's automatically that means something. That's something that you need to look at and pay attention to. And I just kind of want to share this with you all today. Very close. I don't know if you can see. That is the Tower card. And immediately I was overwhelmed with even more emotion when I turned it over. We are in a great awakening. And it's not so much a political awakening. It is a political awakening. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting that facet of it, because it is. But for those of you that don't understand the meaning, that card represents faulty systems, faulty ways of life. The lightning pictured in that card is an event that leads to destruction. A destruction of false thoughts, false beliefs, false practices. And it warns us to be prepared. To be prepared for the emotional upheaval and turmoil and distressing events that is to come, that is going to take place. But it gives us trust and hope that those events are going to create a spiritual awakening, an epiphany of sorts, that are going to allow us to eliminate all that is no longer useful, that is negative, and get rid of it, to expel it. The lies and half-truths that we have been fed and inundated with will be revealed. A time of purification is coming. And through that purification, all that is good, all the good things, they will remain. And that good foundation, all those wonderful things that remain, will be the building blocks. Because trial by fire, you can rebuild. So think about that. Think about it spiritually. I think we have to think about that not only spiritually, but politically, socially. I think we can extrapolate those words and apply them to many facets of our individual lives. I know I can extrapolate it and apply it to many facets of my own life. I know there's so much misinformation being spread out there. You don't know who's who. There's so many, fake accounts and misleading information. I still hold true to my belief that there is a lot of evil people in this world. And I believe that a lot of those evil people are in positions of power. And some will call us crazy, and that's okay. That's okay. You can call me crazy. You can call the other people that think like me crazy. But the truth is out there. You just have to find it. But it rests upon our shoulders to bring that evil to light. And I was extremely disheartened today to hear the left speak of unity and coming together, when for the last 4 years, all I have heard and all I have seen from that demographic is divisive language, hate speech, censorship speech, and yet now they want the general public, people like me, people like you, to unite with them and trust them. And I'm sorry, I'm just not there. And I know there's a lot of you out there that are not there either. And I don't know that I'm ever going to be there. And I am okay with that. Because that resonating false truth, that kind of hit pretty hard for me today. You weren't trying to unify us when you said there should be uprising in the streets and that certain groups should push back on other groups. And there should be uprisings all across the nation. Or call certain groups of people deplorable. That's not unity. That's not bringing people together. And if you think that a certain group of people are going to just in one day forget all those things that have been happening in the last 4 years and all the words that have come out of your mouths in the last 4 years, you've got a lot more work to do than one speech. The damage, I believe, has already been done, and I don't know that it can be fixed. I hope and I pray that this nation can be healed. But I don't believe that the people who are in positions of power right now are going to be able to do the healing, as long as the same rhetoric continues that has plagued their speech in the past. So, for all of you who feel the same way that I'm feeling right now, know that you are not alone. And while no, I do not condone violence, and I will never condone violence, I do condone pushing back. Pushing back with your voices. Because our voices have to be loud. And we have to stand our ground with our voices. And unify together as one voice and push back with it. So, if you're feeling alone and you're feeling emotional and you're feeling stressed, I'm going to encourage you again, go meditate, go pray. I do believe that there's bigger things at work here. I still believe that. I'm not giving up that faith. And I encourage you not to give up that faith. Because at the end of the day, faith and trust in that faith is all we have to unite us, to see and be the change. So let's unite and raise the vibration and continue to pray and continue to meditate and raise that vibration and unite to be the change and use our voices. I hope this doesn't get taken down with all the censorship. I hope it reaches as many of you as it can. So I leave you tonight. I hope that you find some solace and some peace this evening and in the days to come. So be well, be safe, stay strong, And I still say, and I still support, where we go one, we go all. Bless all of you all. Good night.